Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome John Studdert.
Good afternoon. Wow, I hope you agree those videos look spectacular on our new Crystal LED. That opening video perfectly illustrates what Sony products can produce when our media customers apply their creativity. The media business has never been so exciting and competitive. That competition is driving our customers to demand more innovative products and solutions, and Sony is up to the challenge. Today, you'll hear about our industry-leading line of 4K cameras, HDR production tools, IP technologies, and cloud media services. After our presentation, you'll have the opportunity to tour the booth and see our products up close. Each area will have an expert available to answer all of your questions. But before we get started, please welcome Sony Executive Management Team, Shigeki Ishizuka, Mike Fasulo. Thank you for your support. Now it's my pleasure to introduce the new president of Sony Professional Solutions America, Katsunori Yamanouchi.
Thank you, John. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our press conference. Thank you very much for your time with us. I'm really sorry my terrible voice. I'm about to lose my voice before show. It is not good news, but let me try my best. So I've been attending NAB for many years, but this year really a bit special for me. I'm really excited to be here for the first time leading Sony professional business in North America. I've spent much of my business career with Sony, most recently as a head of Sony Professional Solutions Europe. I've gained a wide breadth of global experience that I can apply to our business in the United States and Canada. Well, Sony's theme for NAB 2017 is once again beyond definition. But this year, we'll take this further as we go beyond the definition. So this describes our passion to always exceed our customers' expectation in every way. It also reflects our commitment to supporting our customers' business at every stage. I'd like to share my view of the recent state of the media industry. Well, technology has evolved and the competitive landscape has significantly changed, creating dramatic challenges for our media customers. They need to create compelling content which will allow them to capture a wider audience. They need to simplify their complicated workflow. And they need to prepare and deliver their contents to multiple platforms more efficiently and faster as their audience is also changing how they receive and enjoy contents. In response to our customers' challenges at this NAB, we are demonstrating the full breadth of our unique and powerful solution in two key areas. The first area is content value. Sony's 4K, HDR, and high frame rate technology are adding powerful value to customers' precious content and are in use year-round, from the smallest scale of production to major large events like a Super Bowl and World Series. This area includes our newest HDC studio camera that can output 4K HDR and SDR simultaneously. Our full range of large format sensor camcorders for all production uses. And new format XOCN that provide a great efficiency for production workflow while maintaining a highest possible video quality. The second area is workflow efficiency. Sony's innovation is transforming how our customers manage, move, share, deliver, and archive their contents. As a result, our customer can be more productive and more efficient, free to focus on more creative tasks. This area includes our IP live production system that is compatible with industry standard, versatile content management and delivery software, and cloud-based media solution and services. Unique service offering by Hawkeye for sports officiating and production. So this depth and range shows the true value Sony can offer to our customers. We've listened to them and taken their feedback and working closely together then with as a strategic partner. So here at NAB, you can see the result of this, our partnership. Sony's response is offering compelling value proposition by combining all technologies, product, solution, and services that can support our customers' business today and also ignite the vision for the future together. So now, here to tell you more is Dion Lacointe.
Thank you, Katsunori. Hello, everyone. Sony is well recognized as an imaging company, but cameras are just one part of the bigger picture. At Sony, imaging extends beyond the camera to the total production and distribution workflow, covering HDR, IP, and a full range of media solutions. These 4 pillars will provide media companies with the solutions they need to meet their customers' demand today and for the future. Let's start with imaging. The sensors we make are in every type of device, from the cell phones that you have in your pocket, to the cameras that shot the Super Bowl, to your favorite movies and TV shows. Sony professional cameras address every application and are used by award-winning cinematographers, documentarians, news directors, sports and entertainment producers. Speaking of awards, the industry has recognized Sony for its imaging leadership. I'm proud to say Sony's F65 was recently honored with a Scientific and Engineering Academy Award. The Academy recognized the F65 for its pioneering high-resolution imaging sensor, excellent dynamic range, and full 4K output, as well as Sony's unique photosite orientation and true raw recording that delivers exceptional image quality. Sony was also recognized with an engineering Emmy for the first 2/3 inch 4K 3-sensor system. This imaging technology is used in the HDC 4300 camera. Introduced only 2 years ago, the 4300 has already become the standard for sports and live entertainment. Our new P43 box camera is engineered with the same 4K 2/3 inch sensor technology and works on the same platform. We continue to develop imaging technologies supporting everything from single camera operation to multi-camera live productions. Here's a quick rundown of what's new across our camera line. The UMC S3CA is perfect for 360 surround video, virtual reality, POV, and crash cam use. This little powerhouse adds Genlock to sync multiple cameras. Through firmware upgrades, the FS5 can now do continuous 120 frames per second in full HD. The Z150 will have QoS capabilities for more reliable and stable transmission, critical for shooters working in the field. Our commitment to the F5 and F55 is reinforced with firmware version 9. New features now include more selectable frame rates, up to 120p in 4K, and synchronization with Sony's wireless adapters to enable streaming and cloud-based workflows. The combination of the F55 and R7 recorder takes advantage of Sony's XOCN format. This was designed to get content off media cards and into the workflow quickly while still maintaining 16-bit scene linear performance and retaining tonal gradation, saving production's time and money. Let's hear from one customer who is experiencing these benefits every day.
One of the things we've always asked for is more color depth when we're shooting, because we're a lot of times in less than perfect circumstances. So we're not necessarily lighting a scene, and having the ability to shoot RAW or a compressed RAW format for us is huge, especially in documentary and television work, because it means we can go in and pull out a detail out of scenes that otherwise really would be subpar. The R7 and XOCN LT especially has allowed us to get all the footage we need and get it moved onto drives quicker than we've ever been able to do in the past. What's amazing for us with the F55 and the R7 and XOCN is we can put a small crew in the field, come back with raw quality camera originals, really go to town on them in color, and come out with a master quality finished product. Shooting on the F55 with the R7, it's really changed how we put a show together.
Our new card reader, the AXS AR1, enables high-speed transfer and uses a Thunderbolt 2 interface. And we introduced a new DVF EL200 OLED viewfinder for the F5 and 55, which provides higher resolution and increased brightness. Our complete lineup of ENG camcorders can handle any news production requirement, supporting full XAVC workflows with wireless and file transfer capabilities. Sony's studio camera systems are dominant in sports and live entertainment. The HDC 4800 ultra-high frame rate camera supports up to 16 times HD and 8 times 4K, and 4K HDR, unique for its class. Add cutout and zoom and integration with our PWS 4500 replay server, and you have a perfect workflow for live production. The 4800's new one-time configuration gives DPs the opportunity to use it as a studio camera for the most challenging high-end live productions. The native 4K 2/3 inch HDC 4300 studio camera and now the HDC P43 box cameras support 4K, HD HDR, and SDR. HDR and SDR can be output simultaneously. We're also making our HD studio cameras HDR capable with our new HDR and 4K upconverter. Now producers can create 4K or HD HDR and 4K or HD SDR with the camera they already own. Now, we've mentioned HDR a few times already in terms of cameras, but Sony is taking a much broader and holistic approach to HDR. To meet the growing requirements for HDR content at every level of production, Sony is offering expanded 4K and HD HDR capabilities throughout its entire product line for live and scripted applications. At NAB, we are featuring Sony's Instant HDR workflow, designed for lower scale productions, corporate or event work where delivery times and budgets are factors. The Instant HDR workflow enables simple shooting, editing, and viewing of HDR content in HLG without the need for color grading. Sony's compact camcorders, the FS5 and Z150, both support this workflow using the HLG recording function for easy and instant file-based workflows. Another major development in Sony's overall HDR strategy is SR Live for HDR. This efficient workflow enables simultaneous production of 4K HDR and HD SDR using the S-Log curve to ensure the highest quality content from our cameras throughout the entire production process. For the past 2 years, Sony has been working with every leading sports network in the US and Canada to streamline the SR Live workflow. One customer who has taken advantage of SR Live technology is Dave Mazza of NBC Sports Group and Olympics. Let's hear from Dave about the recent successful 4K HDR broadcast.
Two things have happened that have really been spectacular. One is high dynamic range, which we tested in Rio and are excited about the future of that, along with 4K. And the other is the high frame rate cameras that Sony's now coming out with. Both of those two things are displaying much better images than we've ever had before. Everybody knows 4K is coming. What What wasn't clear for the past few years was whether or not HDR was going to come along with it. And we wanted to do a test of both at the opening ceremonies, and we did with 6 4300 cameras and several 4500 servers. And the pictures were stunning. We had never really done any HDR test out in real lighting conditions. And the opening ceremonies was perfect for it because they have so much highlights, lowlights, fireworks, the torch lighting. It was spectacular.
If you watch the NBC broadcasts in 4K, you would have seen those spectacular HDR images. The key to our SR Live workflow is the HDRC 4000 converter. This tool allows HD and 4K signals to enter an HDR production environment. SDR sources can be upconverted with the appropriate color space to accommodate any flavor of HDR. This versatile technology allows SDR archive, commercials, or feeds to be easily integrated into an HDR production. To fully realize how spectacular HDR is, you have to see it on a Sony professional monitor. We're expanding our line of HDR monitors with the new BVM171, perfect for compact HD HDR monitoring in trucks or on set. And now, welcome back John Stutter to discuss our IP and Media Cloud services. Thank you.
Thanks, John. Great job. To move 4K and HDR signals easily and reliably through a production system, professionals are increasingly turning to IP technology. One great example of how AV over IP technology is enabling efficiencies in HD, 4K, and HDR production is the new BBC Studio Works facility in London. Let's hear their story.
BBC Studio Works is partnering with Sony to deliver 3 brand new TV studios at Television Centre. We'll be shooting all sorts of things from pre-recorded TV to big live Saturday night shows and everything in between. It really is going to be the most exciting new studio opening for a long time in London. Sony are delivering to us 22 cameras, of which 8 are 4K, 3 XVS switchers, and over 200 monitors. Television Centre is a really important investment for Studio Works. So whilst we needed technology that works now, we also needed technology that's going to work in the next 10 to 15 years. IP live production basically gives us the ability to transfer data down one cable rather than installing 4. It also really opens the door to 4K and HDR as well, which is great for us. I think the main reason Studio Works chose Sony was just they provided a real 360 package for us. It gave us the flexibility we needed for the pricing that was important, but it also was a name that our customers already know and trust, and a package that really integrates well into our existing infrastructure. We've really appreciated Sony's open standards approach, so that's allowed us to really integrate a lot of workflows that already work really well for us, as well as sort of thinking about how it can work for us in the future. Television Centre really will be the best studio in the UK, and we will be opening for shows in September this year.
TV Globo is a long-time partner of Sony. Their recent production of Carnival is another great example of the combined power of 4K, IP, and HDR. And at the end of the presentation, you will see exceptional video from Carnival. Thank you, Raimundo. Here in the States, Sony is working closely with Telemundo as they build a state-of-the-art IP facility in Miami. NBC Sports also built a 4K IP studio using Sony HDC 4300 cameras, an XVS 8000 switcher, and ELC automation. Sony's IP production products integrate seamlessly into existing STI infrastructures, allowing for resource sharing, increased efficiency, and scalability. Today, Sony switchers, studio cameras, and servers are IP capable and will support future IP standards. Customers can now build an end-to-end IP control room exclusively around Sony products or have them integrated with third-party IP products. To help ensure IP compatibility, Sony is working with industry leaders on various technology committees to bring IP standards to market. Sony will support all proposed IP standards that the market adapts, including SMPTE ST2110. We are working with an increasing number of IP Live Alliance partners. Our final pillar is media solutions. We've made great strides in helping our customers find efficiencies in every aspect of their business. We now have the ability to customize and automate workflows. We have the tools that enable location-free collaboration and the flexibility to stream files very efficiently. Our workflow media management options include Navigator X, Media Backbone Hive, and ODA Gen 2. Each works with third-party applications for seamless, easy operations. Let's start with Navigator X. Navigator X orchestrates every phase of the workflow without the high costs and complexities of traditional MAM systems. Using HTML5 apps, customers can quickly organize, manage, and search for content across multiple locations. Navigator X's intuitive plugin architecture easily adapts to changing workflows. Companies across multiple segments are adopting this solution, most recently NBC Rowe, Full Sail University, and Wells Fargo. Let's hear from Wells Fargo on how Navigator X is enhancing their workflow.
The faster we can move the product, the happier our end customer is. We bring in a great deal of video on a daily basis, and having the ability to catalog it all in one spot, to access it from either of our offices, and to integrate it immediately and edit it is extremely attractive to us. Given the investment we have in acquiring the video and processing it and cataloging it, Navigator X becomes one of the most important parts of our edit process. The ability to do a federated search across all of our assets, to be able to find elements, whether they are in spinning drives, whether they are in nearline storage or on the shelf, is vitally important to us. Navigator X offers all of these things to us.
Thank you, Nathan. He's here with us today. Appreciate it. Further enhancing speed to air is the award-winning Media Backbone Hive network production system. Hive's hyper-converged node and microservices architecture, combined with powerful HTML5 tools, enables extreme scalability, reliability, and flexibility. With features like web-based proxy and field editing, Hive gives broadcasters the advantage of being able to deliver content faster to multiple platforms. Sony has always been about options, whether you prefer to store content in the cloud or on-prem. That's where ODA Gen 2 comes to play. The newest generation doubles the read-write speeds and storage capacity of a single cartridge using a new high-capacity optical disc. It can easily scale from a standalone tabletop drive up to a library that supports petabytes of data. ODA's tight integration with Sony's Media Cloud Services, C, allows for easy archive to the cloud. Let's hear from the Christian Broadcasting Network on how ODA Gen 2 has improved its workflow efficiencies.
Yeah, last fall we installed the second generation optical disc archive. We were one of the first in the United States to employ that. We're really excited about the possibilities with this. We're in the process right now of transitioning all of our old asset management assets into that, and we're finding that the ability to search and retrieve from it is very quick. So when searching into the archives now is actually a very easy process for us because it's all there, it's cataloged, it has metadata, the searchability, the ability to pull that clip up to view a proxy immediately is a real time saver for our producers in determining what clip do I want. Because in our old system, we had a 24-hour turnaround for something that was on the shelf. So the producer would call and say, I need this, and they'll say, okay, I'll get it for you tomorrow. Well, now it's just a matter of minutes. They click on it and retrieve it themselves. So speed is everything. Being able to retrieve that asset quickly is everything for us now in the demands that we have in the online world.
Thank you, Kent, for your support. It's greatly appreciated. With the advancements of cloud technology, our customers are now asking, how can I eliminate redundant tasks across all my facilities? With Sony's Media Cloud Services, MCS, we're helping by building applications and services which run on AWS. They support the entire media lifecycle, from acquisition with XDCAM Air to creation with C through OTT distribution with Venue. Today, we can provide our customers with solutions for all their media cloud needs. XDCAM Air addresses the growing need to acquire and stream to air faster and more efficiently. This cloud-based E&G solution uses Sony's QoS technology to provide superior picture quality over Wi-Fi and LTE. High-quality streams can be sent from Sony's XDCAM cameras and the XDCAM Pocket app. Its ability to remotely control cameras gives video journalists greater freedom in the field. Integration with production systems, editors, and social media networks provides streamlined workflows. In our booth, we will demo XDCAM Air integrated with Media Backbone Hive and third-party news production systems. C Workspace is a cloud-native application designed for seamless sharing of location-free collaboration, and professional media processing. Using C Workspace, content can be ingested directly from cameras, browsers, mobile devices, or any integrated system via the REST API. Files are automatically stored, processed, and made readily available for secured access. C Workspace is growing rapidly, and the numbers behind me illustrate just how much activity is occurring in the Sony Media Cloud. Not bad. Today, we're excited to announce C Archive, a fully managed cloud archive solution. Now our customers can continue to take advantage of C's sharing and collaboration capabilities while benefiting from even lower storage costs. Proxies remain accessible from any device, while source materials are safely archived and available at a click of a button. Further expanding our services under MCS is Venue. This is an end-to-end cloud distribution, OTT, and e-commerce platform. Venue can be used as a single solution for avals management, content prep, ingest, and digital distribution. Venue is the complete end-to-end managed service solution for Funimation Entertainment. It's being used to facilitate the relaunch of their global OTT VOD streaming service, Funimation Now. Recently announced, Venue Unlimited is the first of its kind all-in streaming service, providing access to all content and any required format with full DRM. Venue Unlimited lets broadcasters, aggregators, and distributors capitalize on over 1 million hours of premium licensable content, spanning hundreds of content owners in more than 20 languages through a secured, centralized cloud repository. You can see a full demo of Venue in AWS Elemental booth in the South Hall. To help our customers find greater efficiencies using Sony MCS, we're working with third parties to create new automated solutions. 2 years ago, we launched Public Media Management, our master control and cloud-based distribution service, by working closely with Myers and Crispin. The service now runs master control 24/7 for 11 PBS stations. This week, we launched 2 additional services, PMM On Demand, which gives PBS stations full access to the PMM library of ready-to-air PTV content, and PMM Archive, which allows PBS stations to automatically move local content to the cloud while maintaining access for future use. This year, C again partnered with Crispin to develop a new solution called Managed Media Distribution Center. This solution was initially built around the needs of the broadcast group Tegna. Jeff Johnson, VP of Technology, was in a search of a cloud-based solution to automate the process of distributing syndicated programs across their entire group. Sony and Crispin worked with Jeff to create a solution that is scalable, centralized, cloud-based operation. It helped Tegna reduce their satellite distribution costs, improve productivity, leaving the staff to focus on more creative tasks. Let's hear more from Jeff.
We decided that there was a lot of redundancy in our operation. We're taking certain syndicated programs in 18 times a day. Why wouldn't we take them in one time and then push them out to all the local entities, properties that air them without any other intervention by the local stations. So we came up with a solution. We worked with Crispin, we worked with Sony using their C cloud infrastructure, and we came up with a process. And as of today, we process approximately 240 unique shows a week, probably deliver over about 2,400 shows a month. We have multiple prep points, 4 ingest points across the whole station group, and so therefore we're able to service up our 48 television stations with syndicated content. We foresee this as being a service that will help us into the future, and that when we look at different sales models, that we have the ability to deliver programming or content changes or commercial changes in near real time. There are a lot of shows that we're processing day of that we are able to deliver the same day, somewhere 2 days in advance. It's a complete end-to-end solution that we've developed, and we think it's very scalable and will serve us into the future.
Jeff Johnson is with us today. If you could stand, Jeff. Thank you for your vision and for being a great partner. Now our final announcement. As we've outlined today, Sony is focused on helping customers implement automated workflows that reduce CapEx and OpEx costs. You've heard the name Crispin a few times today, and they've been a great technology partner to Sony. Crispin has been providing software applications for over 20 years that assist with the acquisition and precision playout of programs and interstitials. In doing so, they have built APIs to hundreds of products. They have leveraged that experience to create automated on-prem workflows, which incorporates MCS for cloud processing and distribution. Now, they are more than a partner. Crispin is officially part of the Sony family. Sony has acquired Crispin Corporation, integrating them fully into our Professional Solutions Group. Please welcome Alan Devaney, CEO of Crispin.
Thank you, John. Thank you very much. You know, I've known about this opportunity to speak a little bit about what has just transpired. I've known about that for a couple of weeks, and I just drew a blank. You know, we're overwhelmed at Crispin with an honor of being selected by Sony. We're really excited about the work that we've been doing recently, but most important, the work that we're going to be able to do going forward. It's really exciting. 20 years. I started the company in February of 1997, and we became, over those 20 years, operational experts, if you will. And thanks to great customers like Tegna that had patience and believed in us early on, and then trusted us to do this latest project that we did for them, we wouldn't be here today. So I want to tell you on behalf of all of the employees of Crispin and myself, we are extremely honored to have been selected by Sony, and we look forward to a long and prosperous time. Thank you. Thank you, John.
Thank you, Alan. Appreciate it. We've covered a lot of ground here, but what I've shared with you is only part of our NAB story. You'll learn so much more as you tour our exhibit. Also, follow us on Twitter and download our new mobile app right here. Now, we want to share with you the potential of Sony imaging technology for cinema, drama, public viewing, sports, and live entertainment. Please enjoy this video and then tour our booth. Thank you very much.